Welcome back to another segment of Manifest with SII Power with your host Dwight. Hope everyone's doing wonderful out there. Let's get right into it. This segment is going to be about adjustments and thinking a little bit different. So, in order to experience more enhanced results in multiple key areas of your life and more improved results in any key area of your life, you're going to have to do things a little bit different. Mainly thinking a little bit different, thinking outside the box, practicing more mindfulness, meditation, um, when you're having intrusive thoughts, um, practicing a specific self-love practice that you can go to, so on and so forth. But let's talk about the thinking. So we know that primarily the world is 98% negative and only 2% positive. So with that being said, it'd be fair to say that your negative neural pathways are stronger than your positive neural pathways or neural networks. And so what you have to do is, as a mindset coach, I show individuals how to flip it. You got to make your positive neural pathways stronger than your negative neural pathways. And this is done with consistency and time-space repetition. Mindset entails your thought impulses, thinking patterns, and thought processes. It's about understanding that you are a receiving station and a sending station, right? Most of the thoughts are coming at you, but you still have free will to choose which thoughts you entertain or that you get entangled with. So you get to choose, you get to select, you get to decide. Now, with that being said, you also have to establish the habits and the behaviors to be the watcher and be the observer, to know where your thoughts are going, and then deliberately, intentionally, habitually plant the thoughts that are going to help you become the person that you desire to become. That plant the thoughts that will help you do what you love and enjoy. Plant the thoughts that will help you have what you so desire to have in terms of material things, affairs, circumstances, and conditions. This is the way it works. So, to the degree that you can understand that nothing on the outside impacts you or affects you unless you allow it, the quicker you come to grips with that, the better off you'll be. So you are the only one that can think for you. You are the only one that can improve or make your life worse. Like, you can't blame someone outside of yourself because only you can think for you. Only you can believe for you. So it's important to enhance your mindset, change your speech, the words that you're speaking uh, about yourself or over yourself, because words are spells. Primarily, are you speaking a bad spell over yourself, or are you speaking a good spell over yourself? This is very important. Then it's important to upgrade your belief system. But you can only do that by getting in new information, right? And then it's also important to enhance or improve your execution set, the way that you interpret information, and then are you reacting predominantly or are you responding? Meaning, are you standing in your power and asking empowering questions, or are you flying off at the handle and reacting, giving your power away? All of this is important. So back to the thinking piece. We know that thought created everything. Everything was an idea in someone's head, a thought processed through the imagination, right? The venue is the imagination. So how you think, right? How you process information, how you interpret the information, and what you do with the information is critical, is vitally important to you staying the same, you being stuck, or you improving and positively impacting the trajectory of your life. Bob Proctor said it this way, that thinking is the highest function that a man or woman is capable of. Henry Ford said it this way, whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way you're right. So the scriptures tell us that every person has been given the ability to think. So you have the ability. Are you utilizing it? And then let's go some steps further. Are you optimizing it and are you maximizing it? Because you're put here to direct your thoughts. Why? Because what you think you're going to experience next. What you think you're going to experience next. What you think you're going to experience next. Because your thoughts are becoming things. Your thoughts are becoming your reality. This is the way it works. You can argue me down. You don't have to believe me. But I'm just telling you to just test it and experiment with it. This is how it works. So your thinking is critically important to whether or not you'll be successful and when you'll be successful and if you'll be able to maintain and sustain that success. So it's going to be in your best interest to learn to think accurately, to learn to think effectively, to learn to think efficiently, to learn to consistently think positively. You must move away from erroneous thinking or error-based thinking, doubt-based thinking, fear-based thinking, negative thinking, pessimistic thinking, because whatever you think, good, bad, or indifferent, you're going to be experiencing next. Whatever you think, good, bad, or indifferent, you're going to be experiencing next. So the error-based thinking does not serve you. So it does not benefit you to think in that way. This is why I'm saying you're going to have to think a little bit different. You're going to have to think outside the box. You're going to have to understand that nothing magical, nothing supernatural, nothing advantageous happens in the comfort zone. The magic happens just outside the comfort zone, which is called the unknown. We all fear it, but the truth is we're 99.9% empty space. So you're always dealing with the formless. You're always dealing with the invisible. You're always dealing with the unseen anyways. And through your thinking, things are coming out of the formless into form, out of the invisible into visibility, and from the unseen to the seen, right? Things that are made are not made from things that do appear. So it's showing you that thought is a part of the creation process. So to the degree that you can begin to integrate this, implement this, appropriate this, and demonstrate this, is going to vastly impact your life positively if you get with the program, and it's going to vastly affect your life negatively if you're not able to get with the program. Because the point of it is that either you do your thinking for you or it's on automation, automatic, or autopilot by your subconscious. But you have the choice because only you can think for you. No one else can incarnate inside of you and begin to think for you. So your thinking is left exclusively up to you. Just as your life is left exclusively up to you, you got to take 100% ownership. You got to take 100% accountability. You got to take 100% responsibility and basically move out the distortion, move out the illusion, move out the delusion, and come to grips with, this is the way it is, this is the way it works. You have to deal with life as it is, not as you wish it to be. You have to deal with life as it is, not as you wish it to be. You have to deal with life as it is, not as you wish it to be. So I'm encouraging you to take control of your thinking cap, because your thinking cap caps everything off. It determines everything for you, like where you shop, what you drive, how you dress, where you live, how you live, what quality of lifestyle you live. All of that is being determined by your thinking cap. So now that we know that our thinking creates our reality, our thoughts become our reality. Thoughts turn into things. Thoughts are things. It expresses the importance for you to get your thinking together, to become a positive thinker, to become an optimistic thinker, to become an effective thinker, to become an independent thinker, to become an efficient thinker, versus being a fear-based thinker, an error-based thinker, a doubt-based thinker, a worry-based thinker, because your thinking controls your life. And you have to think. You're always thinking. You got to take the thinking off of automation, off of autopilot, off of automatic. And you're going to have to deliberately be the observer and the watcher, catch the intrusive thoughts, catch the counterintuitive thoughts, and redirect them back to your vision, mission, purpose, or your desires, your intentions, your goals, objectives, and definite chief aims, right? This is the way to go. You got to be able to think. You got to be able to think. You got to be able to think. Bob Proctor said, and I'll say it again, is thinking is the highest function that a man or woman is capable of, right? But most of us are not thinking for ourselves. We're just following someone else that's following their thoughts. And you should ask the question, what makes them always right? And the answer is going to be nothing. So instead of following someone that's following their thoughts, you should begin to think for yourself and follow your own thoughts. We've been live on Manifest with SII Power with your host, Dwight. I'll leave you with this powerful quote from James Allen. Man is mind and mind is man, and evermore he takes the tool of thought and shaping forth what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys or 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass.